All right. All right, y'all. Welcome back
Welcome back.
to another episode of Card Smarter.
Not harder.
I'm Stefan,
My name's Daniel.
and coming back to another video. Daniel, how's everything?
Yeah, everything's good, man. Today we're just gonna get straight to the points, if you will.
Straight to the points.
Straight to the points.
Yes, sir.
We've had a lot of discussions about this off camera with all of our friends, with all the content creators that are out there, and I think there's just a mind-numbing amount of points that you can get for all of your purchases. There's a mind-numbing amount of categories, and to be honest with you, I feel like it drives people absolutely mad with the number of cards that they have to have, with the type of card that they have to spend for every purchase.
Yeah,
Right?
for sure.
Who knows what category goes to what card? When someone goes buying something, do they know what card to use, or do they just use whatever card they have?
For sure. And that's why sometimes it's nice having those catch-all credit cards, just because it's like when you're in those moments, you're like, shoot, which one do I use? I'm just going to use my
Yeah.
Venture X to get 2 times.
Not many people even know what a catch-all card is.
Yeah.
Not many people know what a gas card is.
Yep.
Not many people know what a groceries card is.
For sure.
Credit card issuers don't advertise them as, hey, this is a gas card. Hey, this is your catch-all card.
Yeah.
Every issuer has specific cards that have multipliers that work better in some categories and not as good at other categories.
Yeah.
So we're going to get straight to the points, right?
Let's do it.
So what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about what's in our wallet, what cards are we using, how are we optimizing our credit card setups, and also equally as important, maybe what are some of the gaps in our
sure.
current setups? What are some of the mistakes that we made? Right? We definitely have some credit card confessions this episode. We'll get to that in
we
a
do
little
indeed.
bit. But let's start with, some of the the main categories. I feel like when you're entering the credit card scene, when you're entering credit card points and miles game, there's typically like maybe 2 or 3 main categories.
Yeah.
So we can get in a little bit deeper on that, but it breaks into groceries and food,
For sure.
right? You can split that into 2 categories if you want.
Yeah.
There's gas,
Yep.
EV charging, if you want to throw that in there as well. There's travel.
For sure.
Those are the 3.
Those are the 3. Yep. And
So-
obviously, yeah. I think those are the main 3 that definitely apply towards literally anyone who's shopping and buying things, as well as just
Yeah. And then a 4th category now that I just remembered, the catch-all category.
catch all. Yeah.
So why don't we start with our grocery card or food card?
Yep. I guess if I want to get it started, so my credit card that I use for all types of groceries is probably going to be the Venture X, only at Costco.
Okay,
Only at
okay.
Costco. Reasoning for that is it's a Visa, right? I used to use my Bank of America credit card, and I would switch it
Yeah.
over to my. I think there's a category under grocery
There is, yeah.
for Bank of America's customized cash rewards.
3% cash back.
3% back. I'm like, I'm just gonna use that, and then I started getting used to using my Venture X just because I'm like, okay, I gotta hit that intro bonus.
Yeah.
And then after I hit that, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna continue using this guy just because I started using my customized cash for gas. And
Yeah.
we can kind of we'll go back and forth on this, but yeah. So for me, I'd say for my groceries, when I shop at Costco, I use Venture X. When I go to grocery stores, I use my Gold.
The American Express Gold card.
Correct. Yep.
So the Venture X is a great 2 times for everything.
Yeah.
So you could throw that in the catch-all, but the Venture X is also my Costco card of choice. Like we talked about last episode, I got the Venture card,
Yeah.
wanting it to be
Credit card confessions.
Exactly. I wanted it to be my Costco card, but literally the week that I got it, they just changed it to MasterCard. I'm not going to rehash memories. So Venture X is my Costco card of choice. And when it's not Costco, like if I need to go to H Mart, for example, or if
Yeah.
I need to go to Safeway, or there's a Lucky's like right down the street from me, that will also be my American Express Gold card.
sure.
The 4 times catch-all, or the 4 times points for groceries and dining, is low-key undefeated. There are other cards that are honorary mentions when it comes to groceries or food.
Yeah.
But just the sheer amount of points that you get from a 4 times multiplier is absolutely insane.
Yeah, no,
Absolutely
for sure.
insane.
And especially, everyone is going to go to a grocery store to buy groceries, right? So it's inevitable that you're gonna at least get something back at the end of the year, or
Yeah.
not end of the year, but all those points are gonna accumulate to something bigger.
There's only a couple cards in existence that actually work really well for groceries. The Saver is one of those cards
Saver,
at 3% cash back, which you can convert. Sadly, there is no card in the Chase ecosystem currently that gives you anything back on groceries. The Sapphire Preferred gives you online groceries, which is just, I need to go in person.
Yeah, you have to. No, for sure. I want to make sure that whatever veggies I'm buying, they don't expire 2 days later.
Yeah, so there's like a couple alternatives, especially like no annual fee type things. But when it comes to the gold card, that is something where, credits aside, I will happily pay that $3.25
for sure,
so that I get the 4 times multiplier on groceries.
For sure. And to my understanding, right, for someone who isn't necessarily trying to be in that points game or who wants to just get points, Amex, what is it, Blue Cash Preferred?
Yeah, Blue Cash every day, Blue Cash Preferred. Yeah,
I think you get 5. Is it
6%?
It's something crazy.
Yeah.
You get 5 or 6% from
groceries. Yeah.
So that one's not bad. I believe there's an annual fee after the first 12 months of having the card.
Yeah,
it goes to, what is it, like 100,
150, 160,
yeah,
something like that. Yeah,
something like that. But going on to the second card,
yeah,
something that we always buy.
Yeah, food, right?
Yeah, no, food for sure.
Yeah. So when it comes to
dining, yeah, sorry.
Right. So I mean, there's two sides of food, right?
Yeah, there is two sides of food.
You either cook the food or you buy the food.
Correct.
Or someone cooks it for you, right?
For sure.
So lucky for us, the gold card has that dynamic duo, that combination, wombo combo, if you will, where you get 4 times points on groceries, but then you also get 4 times points on restaurants and dining.
Yep. And that is the number one card I put down every single time we go out.
Quite literally.
Every single time, even when I'm with friends sometimes too, as much of a pain it is to, get your Zelles and get your Venmos from all your friends. I'm like, let me put that gold down.
Yeah. I mean, it's seamless. It's really easy. It's really simplified. Yeah. If you have Venmo, which majority of people do. I mean, even I have Venmo now, just so that I can use the gold feature of how you can split things directly through the app.
Yep.
Chase has something that's very similar, but I think they use Zelle. But my girlfriend just had her birthday last week.
Yeah.
Her coworkers took her and another one of their coworkers out for like a Korean barbecue dinner. So they had 2 birthdays in one. And
Korean barbecue.
It's expensive.
It's expensive. For sure.
I'll give you one guess what card was used.
I'm guessing
the American Express gold card. So our American Express gold card was used.
And he's like, yes.
Yeah. And the crazy part is, straight to the points, right?
Yeah, heck yeah.
The crazy part is, like, this is something that everyone is going to pay her back.
Yeah.
So we're not paying anything for this dinner, but we're going to get just an ungodly amount of points.
Yep.
Right.
That's the nice part.
Yeah. So when it comes to food, again, $325 annual fee for that gold card. Yeah. But right away, just those 2 categories alone, by spending normal without going too crazy, you can get that $325 annual fee back easily.
Heck yeah.
Right? So that takes care of kind of the first 2 categories. Because we have the gold card, we kind of just combine that into one category, right? There's going to be other folks that have different alternatives, right? When it comes to food, dining, things like that, like the Sapphire Preferred is a really good option for 3 times or 3%. That's at a $95 annual fee. The Saver as well, $0 annual fee. That gives you 3% cash back.
Yeah.
One of my buddies actually just picked that up recently.
The Saver.
As an alternative to the gold card. There's so many alternatives that in the world of food and dining, right?
There's so many options.
Even the Built MasterCard has 3 times points,
right?
So,
there you go. No, for sure.
I think there's just so many categories or so many cards in this category specifically that do really great. But I think when it comes to like people's strategy for like optimizing, like the level that we play at is, I don't want 3, I don't want 2, like I want 4, I want 5, and even in sometimes 6.
I want the most that I can get.
Yeah.
Just so I know that what I'm buying right now will eventually pay me back in the future.
So food and groceries, American Express gold card, boom, check. right?
Yep.
A
Yes,
nice
sir.
gold check.
Nice gold check.
Exactly. And then so category number 2 that we are optimizing as well is going to be our gas card. So
Gas, yep.
Stefan actually has a really interesting card for this quarter because this quarter just started.
This quarter,
This quarter.
me.
I wish
I
I
know.
had this card.
I am using the Chase Freedom. The Chase Freedom is giving me 5% back right now on gas as well as EV charging.
Hell yeah.
I'm not using the EV charging, but the gas, 100% I'm going to use.
Dude, 5 times. Hello?
Can't go wrong with that.
Not even a
That
question.
and it's a Visa too.
Yeah, exactly.
Meaning that I can use it at Costco.
That's
Which
actually crazy.
I'm excited about. But that was that's the card that I have. It's not the Freedom Unlimited.
Yeah.
It's just the plain Freedom.
Yeah.
And how I got that was I had the preferred. I had the Chase Sapphire preferred, and I was just like, I'm not really using a lot of the stuff on this card.
Yeah.
Now that I got my Venture X, that's my travel card. I already got my intro bonus from
There we go.
the Chase Freedom Preferred. So I was like, you want to know, or not Freedom Preferred. Oh my God. Sapphire Preferred.
Got the Sapphire preferred bonus, and then we're like, you know what? I think we're gonna downgrade.
Yep.
Because that also fits into like your future plans of travel. At the time, you couldn't hold the preferred and the reserve at the same time.
Yep.
Right. And you actually did it at a perfect time because not only can you only get the Freedom via downgrading,
Yeah.
it is also going to be like that for the Freedom Flex as well. So they actually just announced that you can only get it via referral or by calling them to downgrade.
Interesting.
So it's
you
no
can
longer on their
apply for it.
website. Yeah.
Ah,
Right.
That's new.
So you have arguably one of the most powerful yet coveted cashback cards in the game right
Yeah,
now. And it's
sure.
a no annual fee.
And it's no annual fee. That's the
It's
nice
a no
part.
annual
so
fee.
that is something I'm definitely going to be using for the next 6 months.
Yep.
But going into your
So what we're going to do is we're going to jump kind of into credit card confessions because my gas card is actually going to be my credit card confession. Exactly.
Oh
Exactly.
man. Oh
So,
man.
speaking of the like just going back to your Freedom Flex,
Yeah.
let's talk a little bit about, the decision that you made
Yeah.
and the purchases that you made and the thought process that goes into it, right? Because when it comes to credit card confessions, we do all these research, we do our homework,
Yeah.
and everything that we do is tactical. Everything that we do is
Correct.
well thought out, right? Until it's not. And that's where these confessions come in. So, Stefan, what did you do with your Freedom card?
With my Freedom card. So I think it was from January. I can't remember the specific
It was
dates.
last quarter.
It was last quarter, yeah. So first quarter, it was 5% back on Amazon purchases. So I'm like, oh, this is perfect time for Prime Day. I'm gonna be buying a whole bunch of things. I'm gonna put it on my Freedom card, all that. So I think I spent around like $350, $400
Okay.
on, which isn't terrible, right? But a lot of the things I didn't necessarily need. But I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get 5% back on everything.
Plus the Prime discounts.
Plus the Prime discounts.
Plus Prime Day.
Exactly. And then as a student, you get like, I think it was like on select things, you get 10% back or something like
Dear
that.
Lord.
So I'm like, oh, heck yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Placing all these orders. And then I remember coming into work and I'm like, dude, Daniel,
Yeah.
I bought a whole bunch of things for Prime Day. And he's like, oh, right on. What card did you use? And I was like, oh, the Freedom. He's like, bro. He's like, dude, it's I don't think you're getting that 5% back. I'm like, dude, what do you mean? He's like,
I think it's gas now, bro.
I think it's gas now. And I'm like, dude, are you serious? And I'm like, the main reason why I use that card is so I can get something back. Yeah.
Here we are getting the 1% cash back when we could have just used like the Venture X. You could have flipped your customized cash to that 3% online shopping. That was probably a highlight of my day. Like you just
started laughing. I was like,
just so confidently
I'm like,
showed
yes.
me.
I'm like, look at all this. Let's go.
Pulls out his Chase app. He's like, look at all these Amazon purchases.
And then I'm like, wait a minute.
why is it 1%?
I'm like, why is there no 5% indicator showing that I got something from it?
Oh my Lord, man.
Yeah.
So what a confession.
Yeah.
Love it. So this is kind of like what happens where you have a great understanding of how cards work,
Yeah.
but then sometimes like things happen, like sales happen, Rakuten happens,
Yep.
Amazon Prime happens, and you're like, got the point blinders on. I'm just gonna boom, go in there, get hella stuff, and then next thing you know, doesn't really work out.
Does not.
So, yeah, that was your credit card confession. And then I have my own credit card confession, which is going to stem kind of back into the realm of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk about my gas card. And my gas card is a card that I've had for a little bit. It's going to hard launch today.
It's hard launching today.
It's
really?
hard launching today.
Hard
yeah.
launching today.
So my gas card, my credit card confession, if you will, is I recently obtained the American Express Business Gold.
Boom.
Business Gold.
Business gold.
I have never seen a welcome offer that high in my life.
How much was it again? 15?
It's 200,000 points.
He couldn't help it. He got
couldn't
so
help it.
mesmerized by the welcome bonus offer. He's like, I need it. I need
don't
it.
care. I do not care.
He's like, I'm gonna get it.
Got it, and the way that I got it is just even more hilarious because it was a complete and total accident, and I just decided to run with it.
Literally, yeah. I think that's the best way to
we
describe
talked
it.
about this, but essentially what happens is, and this is a warning for all of y'all, if you ever get an offer in your app to get like this card, like you're approved, get this many points, or that card, you're approved for this many points, you are already pre-approved. They will give you that card right away, and there is no going back.
There's nothing.
So the way that you normally apply for American Express cards is you go on their website or you go through a referral, and then you're going to see a little, excerpt or a blurb, and it says apply with confidence. So what that tells you is it's going to be a soft pull, and they're going to tell you if you're approved or denied, right? So that's how I normally did it. That's how I got each and every single one of my cards.
Yeah.
That is for me how if I feel like I might not get it, or if
Yeah.
I just want to check to see, if I can get the card, I essentially submit the application, and then it tells you, congratulations, you're approved. You have the ability to withdraw your application, and it doesn't impact your credit score. It only impacts your credit score if you accept the card. So what I did with the Business Gold is I went through the app because I was like, ooh, Business Gold, look, 200,000 points, they're yours. Just see what's up.
Yeah.
And I go through the whole process thinking, okay, I'm just going to see if I get it, and then I'm just going to withdraw my application. I go through the whole application process, and then it says, congratulations, your card will be there in 10 days.
And he's like, huh?
Holy chocolate starfish, Batman. So that's how I got the gold card. And essentially the 200,000 points are now sitting in an Alaskan Airlines bank, just waiting for me to go to my dream vacation. I don't know where that is yet.
He's waiting. He's got it there, though.
So going back to the gas card, the reason why I got this card, and I had no idea that it was going to be this powerful.
Yeah. Oh,
it is.
Seeing those benefits?
It's an absolute behemoth.
Oh, my gosh.
It is a monster when it comes to getting points.
Yeah.
So to put into perspective, just the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks alone, my mom wanted to get an Apple, like an iPhone for one of her friends.
Yeah.
Put that on the card, $1,000. One of the categories for the Business Gold is 4 times points on all electronic goods and cloud services, things like that. Apple falls under that category. Best Buy falls under that category.
Sheesh. Does Target?
Target does not.
Okay.
Sadly. But I mean, $1,000 phone, that's 4,000 points. I did not spend a dime, right? Another thing is all of my Apple subscriptions, so my Apple Care, my iCloud, everything that I have.
Cloud services. And cloud services, do you think Amazon Prime would fall under that?
It depends on what you get from Amazon, but
But your Prime membership.
No, that doesn't count.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
that doesn't count. I pay for cloud storage for Lightroom, so I use that for photography.
Yeah,
4
there you
times
go.
points back. If I ever use Adobe, which I might do, in the near future,
Yeah.
that's going to be 4 times points. But just from electronic retailers alone, I have absolutely just made a killing with this card. Like, it is crazy.
It's a good one.
It is crazy.
It's a good one for sure.
And then the other 4 times category that I use is for gas. So I spend about $120, $130 a month on gas because gas is expensive.
It's expensive.
So just with this card alone, I'm getting anywhere between like 1,000 to 3,000 points a month on average, right? And that's like if I just do normal spend, just like subscriptions,
spend.
gasoline.
That's
things
not
like
other
that.
people spending a bunch of money.
Correct.
And I wouldn't be surprised if in the future,
Yeah.
people want to.
Yeah. So the business gold is not only a confession, but it's my go-to gas card now.
And it's a good one. And I was talking to Daniel about this. I'm like, dude, I don't want to get that because I'd want to use it for some of these categories.
Yep.
But then I'm like, I just can't hit that.
It's crazy.
I just
yeah.
can't hit that spend.
It's a
unfortunately.
$370 annual fee, which is actually not bad.
It's not terrible for the stuff that you get from it too.
Yeah, there's a lot more categories, but the way that the business gold works is you have like 6 categories. You don't have to pick and choose. You don't have to activate anything. What American Express will do is they'll just determine whichever one is the highest or the 2 highest. They'll just give you 4x on that.
Huh.
So restaurants is also another one.
I see.
Right.
Which
So
is
there's
conflicting for like the
gold
normal
card.
gold.
Right?
Yeah.
But that's why I use them together. So my gold card is essentially restaurants
And dining.
And
then you have these ones where you'll use the 4 on other specific.
exactly. Hits a
This
lot of
guy.
online shopping, hits all my electronic
Yeah.
stuff, hits all my gas, right? So literally those 2 cards alone will take care of majority of my spend,
For sure.
right? So that's our gas card. There's definitely a lot of cards that others can use that don't have an annual fee. So the City Custom Cash
Yeah.
is probably one of the best, if not the best, cashback card.
For sure.
It's essentially has like 6 different categories, and then whatever your highest category is, that's it. But it's only $500 a month, whereas the business gold is like 15,000 a quarter
Yeah.
or something like
something
that.
insane where it's like, okay,
So I'm not
hitting
spending
that.
that.
Yeah.
But the City Custom Cash is a lot of people's gas card.
For sure.
Like, it's a lot of people's gas card. The Freedom Flex right now, this quarter for the next 3 months, is a lot of people's gas card, right?
Yeah.
But other than that, unless you go like specifically cash back, then there's not that many cards out there. I mean, there's probably like some American Express cashback cards, like the Blue Cash Preferred probably has cashback on gas or something like that.
Yeah.
But I would say like the 3 favorite cards that I have in existence right now: Business Gold, the Custom Cash from Citi, and then the Freedom Flex. So that's our gas card. So we have the Freedom Flex, and then when we're not using the Freedom Flex, we have the Venture X.
Yep.
And then I have the Venture X at Costco, but as you know, I probably don't get gas from Costco. I go to Chevron so that I can get 4 points instead of 2 points.
There you go.
And then that kind of will lead us to, I mean, I think we all know what our catch-all card is, right? There's so many catch-all cards in existence right now.
Yeah.
But I think you and I both unanimously at this point, and it is
We're gonna vote it.
the Venture X.
Correct.
Venture X.
You just can't go wrong with it.
Yep.
2 times what is it? 2 times miles?
2
Or
times miles on everything, yeah.
Yeah. Just can't beat that.
You can't beat it. I mean, yes, it is a $395 annual fee card.
But
But
I start giving my whole rundown and explanation.
exactly, but it kind of balances itself out, right?
100%.
So I feel like that needs no explanation because we've talked about it. We can also talk about like maybe alternatives to this catch-all card, which is the Venture X's little brother, which is the Venture card. It is also 2 times points, right? Does not have as much of the benefits as the Venture X, but
For sure.
there's
It's
a
still-
lot of folks that have needs and they don't want to spend $400.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah,
I think it's
pretty solid card.
It's solid.
2 times points, and it's interesting that both of those cards are in the Capital One ecosystem.
Yeah.
You don't really have catch-all cards in multiples from issuers. Like, if you think about it, American Express does not have a catch-all card. You need to have a trifecta, a duo.
Yeah. They want you to have multiple
Right.
of that.
Yeah, and
compared
that's low-key a trap,
Low key.
right? Yeah, I know.
I
It's okay,
was just
it's okay.
joking.
I mean, I have a trifecta right now.
Yeah.
But whatchamacallit, I'll cut that out. Chase will also have Chase will also have their own version of a catch-all card.
Yeah.
And that is the first card that I got my girlfriend to get approved for, because at the time they had this insane offer, which I don't think many
For the
people,
preferred.
for the Freedom Unlimited.
Oh, for the Freedom Unlimited.
So that's the catch-all card, and everyone's probably either like, "What's the Freedom Unlimited?" or "Holy," be like, "What? What are you talking about?"
Yeah, and that's my same reaction. Not gonna lie.
When we applied for the Freedom Unlimited, there was a promotion where for the first year or up to $10,000 spend, Chase would add an additional 1.5x on all the categories. So breaking it down, it's a 1.5x catch-all, which turned it into a 3x catch-all.
Which is just
There's
OP.
no card
That's
in existence that
that
does
is OP,
that
meaning that you can put your card down for literally anything.
on a no annual fee card, ladies and gentlemen. Right?
Round of applause for Chase.
Exactly. Exactly. For food,
Yeah,
3 times catch-all. Now 4.5 times catch-all.
that is insane.
You have a no annual fee card that is now more powerful than the gold card for the first year or $10,000 spent.
That's super good. Yeah, no,
Which for a lot of people, $10,000 typically equates to a year.
yeah,
right?
For me, yeah.
The rest of the categories kind of don't matter,
Yeah.
right? For the Sapphire or for the Freedom Unlimited, but that was the card that we went with. So Chase's Freedom Unlimited is their version of a catch-all.
Yeah.
I think that's where Chase definitely has the one up on American Express.
For sure.
And it's a no annual fee alternative to the $95 Venture or the $395 Venture X, right? City also has a no annual fee version of a catch-all card, which is
Yeah.
the double cash. That's also 2% cash back, which you can convert to points, right? But it looks like the standard catch-all is 2, right?
Sounds about right.
And that's why we use our Venture X, because that 2 times catch-all is just undefeated.
Yeah.
It is kind of like the industry standard.
For sure.
But there's so many different types of catch-all cards from different types of issuers. Like there's also the Fidelity card. There's going to be the Robinhood
Fidelity,
card. There's the
Robinhood.
Gemini, things like that. But it's just like, who has time to research all this stuff, you know?
Yeah,
We're just talking about what's in our wallet,
What's
right?
in our wallet? Exactly.
And then we can talk a little bit about our travel card. So I
Yeah.
think that'll be the last category
stamp.
before my brain starts melting out of my ears with this conversation,
Yeah.
right?
No, for sure.
And I have a little twist on my catch-all card, or sorry, my travel card. But yeah, so you use the
It's no surprise here, the Venture X.
Venture X.
Well. It's honestly, in my opinion, I'd say the best travel card you can have right now. And I've talked to people too. Like I've had conversations with randoms at work, and even them when they pull out their Venture X, and I'm like, hey, and I pull out mine, I'm like, hey, look. And then they're like, oh yeah, they're like, I had the platinum before, and I just, the annual fee, it's too high, or a lot of the things that it comes with, I don't fully use it.
Yep.
Where Venture X, it's just, you don't even have to use all the benefits. The benefits just come to you.
Exactly.
Right? I mean, you're looking for a travel card to give you something back.
Yeah.
I mean, I can go into a spiel on, I think I've talked about it too many times, but
I think we're understanding why by itself.
Yeah.
The Venture X is arguably the best premium travel card in existence, because it's the only card that has a catch-all component. It's the only card that gives lounge access with that. It's the only card that pays for itself. Right?
Yeah.
Without coupons, without anything.
Exactly.
Right. So those 3 standards are kind of like why the Venture X reigns supreme.
Yeah.
But when you think about like the premium travel cards or just travel cards in general, what other issuers will do, like for myself, the platinum card is my travel card of choice.
Understandable.
Right? It's a $695 annual fee instead of a $395 fee, right?
Yeah.
But I have to essentially do mental math every single month, every single year, really.
Yeah.
So how are these credits getting back to me?
Yeah.
Whereas the Venture X, it is the most seamless form of I'm just prepaying for all these benefits.
Literally. Yeah.
Where you can honestly like one and done 97% of the benefit. Capital One is paying you $5 a year to keep the card.
Yeah.
Right. And that is just easy math. I just need to buy my plane tickets for $300.
That's it.
And
yeah.
then just wait a year. I mean, 5 times points on flights booked directly through Capital One Travel,
Yep.
which is kind of the standard, right? So that's even the same thing for the platinum card through American Express. And then you get 10 times points, which is kind of like ridiculous.
Yeah.
If you book
That's
hotels
nuts.
and rental
That
cars.
that's the crazy part.
Yeah, that's where you can just get a serious amount of points.
Yeah.
But like for my platinum card, one of the superpowers is 5x points directly with airline travel. I don't have an airline of choice. So I shop around with my airlines. I don't have a airline credit card or anything like that. There's no strategy there. So 5 times points on the platinum card is essentially the gold standard. There's currently nothing better than that, right? And then like another alternative that neither of us have would be the Chase Sapphire Reserved, as far as like that
yeah.
travel credit card,
For
right?
sure. That's like the top three is that the Reserve,
Yeah.
the Platinum, and then you have the Venture X. Reserve is just, I mean, with the new refresh, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of cool benefits.
I love it.
It's sick.
Yeah.
But with our positions and what we have right now, there's really none.
I think 4 points per dollar on direct with hotels and direct with flights is a game changer.
Yeah.
I think American Express is going to take a lot of notes and kind of up the game or up the ante.
They better.
But I would say the last time we recorded, I was kind of struggling to figure out like what my hotel card is or what my travel card is. But I think with the new strategy of just going all in on Marriott, like 19 points per dollar for Marriott properties is pretty
nuts.
crazy.
That's
right?
crazy. That's actually nuts.
So if I'm buying flights like directly through the airlines, I'm using my platinum card. My platinum card will get me lounge access, things like that.
Yeah.
If I need to pay cash for a hotel, sorry, Anthony, my bad. If I need to pay cash for a hotel, it'll go on my Marriott business card. And then when I'm actually traveling, this is also kind of another key aspect of that.
That's a good point.
We will both most likely use our Venture X.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%.
So Venture X, it's a Visa Infinite, so there's no foreign transactions.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's accepted everywhere. American Express, sadly, is not accepted everywhere.
Yeah.
Right. So when I travel, I have my Platinum and my Venture X in my travel wallet. I don't have a travel wallet. It's my metaphorical travel wallet.
It's my metaphor.
Right. But so those would be like my top 2 cards. And then since you already utilize the Venture X, like you're just well taken care of.
Yeah.
Right?
I literally, as long as I book that one trip every year,
Yep.
I'm golden.
And then so talking about like maybe the not premium travel cards, right? So for other folks or folks that don't want to spend $700, $800, $400 on a premium travel card, the Sapphire Preferred is a fantastic option.
That was the first one that I thought of mine. That was my first travel credit card, just because some of the benefits you got.
I mean, like credits aside, it's kind of all about like just the point multipliers.
Yeah.
The Sapphire Preferred gives 2 times points on all travel, right? The Sapphire Reserve no longer gives that, which is crazy if you think about it. Right?
Preferred but not reserved.
So the Preferred gives 2 points per dollar on all travel. The Built MasterCard also 2 points per dollar on all travel. That's a no annual fee card.
Yeah.
Right. And at the end of the day, like y'all are noticing that 2 points per dollar seems to also be the catch-all for travel.
Yeah.
Right. So this is where you can just start using your catch-all cards, like the Venture card, like the City Double Cash, like the, whatever else, the Freedom Unlimited could also be another one if you have that, right?
For sure.
So there's so many, like we've been talking about, there's just so many different slices to our paradise, right? That it's mind numbing, right?
It is indeed. And it's super funny because I guess from where we started to now, the growth and I guess how much has changed. It's good.
We're slowly starting to like branch out and see like the other side of life when it comes to outside of American Express, because we want our dollars to go far.
It doesn't have to be a metal card. We don't need a metal card.
Yeah.
As much as we like it.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't need it.
But yeah, so that's kind of like the big things. So that's what's in our wallet.
Yes, sir.
This is kind of like just us talking about like the things that we go through, so that way we make these mistakes so that you don't have to.
Exactly.
Right? We make these decisions to keep y'all informed. I think that's really important because this is kind of like a debate, and as the scene of credit cards changes, as the field changes, there's always going to be some type of this card's going to come out, or this card's going to refresh, or that card's going to refresh. But I think something to keep in mind is like, what are those no annual fee options that will just continue to be like strong backups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for
Because those
sure.
cards deserve a space in your wallet too.
Hashtag chase freedom.
Hashtag chase freedom.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's the episode.
That's the episode. Yes, sir.
Card smarter.
Not harder. Yeah.
Yeah.